Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. Urban India is again very into American culture, and a lot of urban Indian guys traditionally have been into Judd Apatow movies,
Oh, really?
like Seth Rogen.
That's
and
very
like,
funny. Yeah.
do you ever meet those guys, Seth Rogen, Jonah?
No, I
Hill?
have not met any of them.
Okay, because we wonder while we sit in India about why these guys don't make films anymore.
So comedy, I've heard this. Comedy wasn't. This is when they were only making Marvel movies. The reason they made Marvel movies, action movies, is because those played internationally. You need the international dollar now to really turn a profit. Comedy tends to be very local, very timely. It's not necessarily evergreen. And all these factors mean it's probably not going to hit internationally. Like a good comedy movie has so much American nuance. It's,
Cultural references.
etc. And not every people in China aren't going to get that. They don't get exposed to this. All you got to know about Thor is he's the god of thunder, and I can watch a great movie. If I'm watching Knocked Up, I got to know Matthew Fox. Matthew Fox is an ass. Nobody in China's watched the show Lost. They don't know who the Matthew Fox is. That's funny if you know who he is. But if not, it's not, and I'm not gonna enjoy the movie. I'm not gonna tell my friends to go see it. So they stopped making comedy movies for that reason.
If you had to show an Indian person 3 iconic Hollywood films and assume that they've never seen a Hollywood film.
Oh God, that's tough, dude. I don't know. My favorite movie is Friday, that's not Hollywood at all. That's a black movie. So I don't know. The first movie that's coming to mind is probably a terrible choice, but Ocean's 11, just so you can see all of the biggest stars in just like a fun movie. This is not a substantive movie. This is not going to teach you. You're not going to walk away saying this was art, but you're going to have a great time, and you're going to see all of our biggest stars on one screen. If I want to show them a quality movie, The Godfather, probably.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the quality movie. So the fun movie, the quality movie, and then the comedy I would show them is Friday, which is, again, like, here's a lower budget, just funny movie. You're probably not going to get 90% of it, but it's a funny movie. So I don't know. That's the one I'm thinking of now, but I'd probably swap that one out just because no one would get it. If you had to show somebody 3 movies, this feels easier to me. Maybe it's because where we're from. If you had to show an American 3 movies to represent India, what would they be?
Guru?
Okay.
You tell me if you don't agree. I'm actually hoping that you don't agree because I want to know why you don't agree.
Yeah.
So Guru would be 1?
I can only think of 2 for sure for Bollywood. Sholay. You need to see Amitabh. You need to see the movie that made Amitabh. I like Dewar better, but Sholay's the movie that everybody goes to. And then DDLJ.
Yeah. That would have been one of my choices.
And I might go Kal Ho Na Ho maybe, just so because it's just like a fantastic movie. But probably those 3. DDLJ just because you need to know why we love Shah Rukh, and Kal Ho Na Ho is just a great movie.
Bro, you said Kal Ho Na Ho?
Actually, maybe Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om because there's a Hindu aspect to it. So you understand like the eastern side of, I keep using Eastern, but you understand the religious aspect of India. You understand the Bollywood film, like fanfare of India, even at the time. You see India in a time and place, and it's a fucking great plot that incorporates Hinduism, which there aren't a lot of those. That you see Christianity incorporated into a movie as just like The Devil's Advocate. That's just a movie about the devil. That's a Christian thing incorporated in the movie organically. Om Shanti Om does the same thing with Hinduism. It's organically incorporated. They don't need to explain reincarnation. They don't say, oh, this is a thing this is a thing Hindus believe. You guys don't necessarily know about it. It's just a part of the movie, and it's a great movie. Okay. So those would be the 3.
There's a film called Gangs of Wasseypur.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
No.
Watch it. I'd love to know if you'd recommend it to Americans. So one of our filmmakers who celebrated a lot is Anurag Kashyap, who makes like darker cinema, darker, grittier cinema. And that's his best work.
Okay.
And it's a film that we keep revisiting. It was supposed to be made as a 4 or 5 hour film or something like that. And then they split it up into 2 parts. Bro, it's like the grittiest film you'll see.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of it is much more cinematic, but it's a very well made film.
Okay.
Gangs of Wasseypur, to show the West the quality of Indian cinema. Kal Ho Na Ho, because it's a very relatable, human, emotion-oriented film.
My wife will have like our white friends over and show them Bollywood movies. We took the head of content that I have, Kevin, big white dude, and his wife. We took them to Rakhi Aur Rani. They loved it.
Really?
Kevin bought a shirt. Yeah.
They got it? Because, again,
It's subtitles. So, but it's just like you get enough. It's just a fun movie. We had them watch Kal Ho Na Ho. They loved that. And then those are the only two so far.
But I loved Rocky or Rani because, again, great comedy film after a while, but it spoke about the problems of 2023 and 2024.
Yeah.
Like cancel culture and like polarization of the world. I would never assume that a white person in America also enjoyed it.
I was surprised, honestly. Kal Ho Na Ho, again, is like anybody can get that film. But I was surprised. But I also gave Karan Johar credit in the last episode. This one, too, it's like a lot of people say, like, oh, I was problematic, and then just kind of give like a half-hearted apology. This work seems to reflect, like, he didn't love everything that he used to do. He sees problematic nature in it, and he did it in a way that wasn't annoying or like condescending or preachy. He just like put it all in, and then he also gave the other side with like the cancel culture defense and all that. And like, I also like that three-dimensionally, normally you watch these movies, the man always messes up and then tries to win the woman back, and he's the one that's scared of commitment, and then he's the one that Rocky, and this is a credit to Ranveer Singh, the most sweetest guy, says these little problematic things, but he has such a good heart. And then she doesn't say the problematic things, but she's kind of a You know what I mean? And Ali is my favorite actress in Bollywood. So I'm not saying that that's a good acting, but like, she's the one that's judgmental. She's the one that's snarky. She says all the proper things and is educated, but she's actually being the 90% of the time. So I thought that was a really creative way to do it.
The moment you said Ranveer Singh, I added another movie to that list, Bajirao Mastani. Just to show them who Sanjay Leela Bhansali is.
Yeah, you need to see that. To me, I've never seen any director make anything look as beautiful as he makes everything look. Everything. Now, I wish everything wasn't so goddamn sad all the time. We were watching Hiramandi, and my wife told me, we're watching Hiramandi. I'm not going to give a spoiler, but she told me from the beginning, she was like, this is a Sanjay Leela Bhansali movie. Do not expect happiness at the end. And if she didn't tell me that, I would have, because I'd seen a couple of his movies, but I never put that together. I would have been so devastated. But she warned me. She was like, I promise you, it's not going to be fully happy. It's just not going to happen. And then Devdas was just like, why am I torturing myself? Jesus Christ. Open the gate, bro. You know what I mean? Like, open the gate. Man is dying. You can't open the gate?
I can't think of a Sanjay Leela Bhansali film that doesn't contain some intense form of sadness.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
It doesn't happen.
Like, there's no film he's made, but and I still respect him a lot. Like, I think he's an incredible filmmaker.
Gangubai wasn't as sad. I loved that because it was like, it wasn't that sad of a movie, and it's so beautiful. And I think Alia, that's where I was like, she might be the best actress on earth when I watched that movie.
Yeah,
I was
fair.
really impressed with her in that movie.
One more suggestion, this is a final movie suggestion from my side, is a Salman Khan film called Bajrangi Bhaijaan.
Oh, I love that movie. Dude, that little girl's so cute in that movie. Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Yeah.
That movie is so good.
It's also about India, Pakistan. And it's a very real film. The director's this guy called Kabir Khan, who's like one of my favorite film directors like in India. And I feel he's under-celebrated almost in our country. But bro, what a film. That's another film I'd show a
great movie, heartwarming.
Yeah. Real. And that's probably Salman Khan's best film.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Can you think of any other
Hum
iconic?
Aapke Hai Kaun I've heard is good. I haven't seen it, though.
It's nice. But like, I don't know if it's relatable for people in 2024. Okay. Again, there's a lot of 90s energy.
Yeah.
But this seems to be a timeless film.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's got innocence. And
he's just such a sweet portrayal. And like, again, the little girl is like the cutest girl I've ever seen in a movie. She's adorable. Yeah.
Can we switch back to Hollywood?
Yeah.
And just some more like recommendations?
Yeah.
Again,
from me?
Keeping Indian audiences in mind.
Indian audience in mind. Okay, Ocean's 11 you would love. You would love it. I'm trying to think. The Italian Job seems like Indians would really like it.
They copied it in India.
Which one?
Film. I don't remember, and it didn't do well, but they copied the Italian Job.
Was it Happy New Year?
I don't remember, bro. But I think it was called Risk or something.
Okay.
It's a one-word. I think it's got Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah.
And it starts with them being in a snowy. They're robbing a bank. Players. That was the name of the film. But they'd copied the Italian.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's so tough to keeping the Indian audience in mind. I'm thinking big budget stuff, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah.
Most Indians have watched all the Avenger films. Most.
Oh, you need to see an Avengers film. Yeah, you need to see the first Avengers movie, and then Infinity War. Either one of those. It's like that's it. That is what you think American Hollywood cinema at big budget is, and it's amazing. They knock it out of the park.
Yeah. Someone who's very, very celebrated in India, at least in urban India, is Christopher Nolan.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
But again, if someone doesn't know Christopher Nolan is, or who's not seen a Christopher Nolan film, you can't recommend Interstellar and Inception because they're like little...
Yeah. Interstellar, I saw recently. God damn, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's probably my favorite film of all time.
And I think I was watching it for most of the movie, like, all right, I guess. And then by the end, I was like, this is the saddest, most beautiful movie. There was another one kind of like that. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, you're watching that movie even more so, like just kind of confused for 90% of it. And then all of a sudden it turns into this beautiful movie. It's like a really crazy thing.
Did you watch Parasite? It was a Korean film.
I didn't like that movie.
How come?
I just like the idea that it's some commentary on like who's the bad guy. The rich people or the poor. These poor people were scumbags. Like the rich people were kind of the poor people lied, cheated, stole. Like they did nothing of any substance. They murdered. Like they were horrible people. The rich guy said you smell behind your back. That's not nice, but like, okay. I mean, these guys are parasites. There is no social commentary. These are bad people who deserve nothing good.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip from The Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.